All right. It is time, everybody. I am super excited. I cannot even fully describe it. We are officially, right now, beginning the 1000th session here at GMBLO Games. And I'm very excited, of course, that it is with the first session that is the first campaign that was ever upon this place. So that is the thing. Extremely excited for that, and want to just say to everyone watching, anyone who's been a part of that, and say, it's all because of all of you, and I just want to thank you so much. I want to thank you all so much for that. It's been an absolute pleasure, and it's going to continue to be into the future. And I was doing a little bit of stuff and realized that if you take it that if somebody was to run a game of D&D once a week, which is about the average if somebody's very much into the hobby, I officially would have run it in the last 2 years for 19 years.
That's amazing.
That's bonkers.
So I think I might feel like a pro DM finally. So that's good.
The pro and pro GM.
Wow. Which also means I am only 1,500 games away from having 10,000 hours into GMing, which is considered a master. So that is exciting. At any rate, just saying that is very exciting. And everyone on the channel, thank you so much. With that, we need to get into tonight so we can have some stuff. We will lock into a battle for the Pearls of Night, which right now, under an invasion of demonic and abyssal and other planar forces, the city of Roshana is quite frankly unlikely to stand, even though our amazing crew had caused some problems at the base level of a hideout in which was ultimately making these portals. Things made it so that it was harder for them to open the 12 that they desired. With that, they have staved off the more dangerous planes, actually, making the ones that are a little more manageable the only ones that have opened. But the question, of course, is how long will that last, as they are no longer at that base but fighting on the front lines. After making a parley and armistice between themselves and the Archduke of Avernus herself, Zariel, they came up with the idea that reinstituting the night over Roshana should be the major point. So they realized that some agents had scattered the Nightfall Pearls below the temple, the vestibule itself. But going down, they found it guarded by one single individual. Attempting some negotiations and then a last-ditch effort at thievery, they found themselves at odds with this individual.
First-ditch effort. You didn't try very hard.
And
Shot went straight to, I'm going to steal it.
And found themselves at the wrong end of his blade. And we're picking up after determining that he has the ability to move about this space as he seems to desire, and has been particularly after Shiny the Thief themselves. And as we stopped, Mars had become under his control, having thrown and attempted to kill Shiny himself. It's currently hidden from view, and this individual stands himself, having his invisibility dispelled by Dolus. And upstairs, the exhausted Nylumia sings a song to her beloved Karakath. With all of that, we are going to get tonight started. Here we go. 1000th session. No TCKs. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, Shiny, you're up.
Okay, Shiny getting attacked by Mars. Like, no! Okay, that is bad Mars! And he is going to bonus action cast Sanctuary on himself. And then he is going to scramble to the other side of the room and use his action to hide. To complete that game, Mars!
Okay. Very good. Sanctuary's bonus action then? Very good.
Yes.
And all right. Roll that stealth.
$34. I rolled a 1 and a 19.
Amazing. All right. Excellent. Then Marlboro, it's your turn.
I will I'll go reckless and have my attacks come through the echo.
Got it.
All the stuff. $29 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
That's 18. 28 points of magical slashing damage.
There we go.
And 9 points of force damage.
Yep.
Second attack. Same thing. Same thing. 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Oh, sorry, 19 to hit. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong number that popped
That's
up.
okay.
He's gonna parry that.
Third attack. $26 to hit.
That'll hit.
31 points of magical slashing damage.
Ooh.
And 3 points of force damage.
Nice.
Let's see what I got. Hold on. I'll turn the chronometer and continue to attack.
All right.
Natural 20. No, 23, 25, 35 points of magical slashing damage.
All right. Deep in the chest.
And 11 points of force damage.
Nice.
Second attack.
Hey, only one of us is allowed evil cackling.
Hey, man, this is just fun.
34, 29 to hit.
That hits.
26 points of magical slashing damage.
Here we go.
On my calendar, it says bad
And 6 points of force damage.
There we go.
Last attack.
Let it keep it down.
26 to hit.
Hits.
I'll re-roll one of those. Hang on.
Jeez.
5 is 18, 20, 30 points of magical slashing damage.
Yeah.
And 4 points of force damage.
Okay.
How tore up does this guy look?
This guy is having a bad day. He's like, oh.
Dude, it's tough. Damn.
Man, oh man.
And that is going to be my turn.
Okay. Pretty.
All right. Start on my turn. He needs to do a con save.
Got it. Let's see what happens. 32.
All right. So he'll take. So add on 4 to the 22 of his creeping death.
Okay. Yep.
So his creeping death is now at 26.
Yes.
And for my turn, I'm going to my action rather. Yeah, I'll hit him with some Eldritch blasts. Wait, I can't see him. Can I see him?
No, he's visible.
Oh, that's right. He came. That's right. That's right. I forgot about it. So yeah, I'm going to smack him around a little bit. And since he's on Marlborough, I don't want to move him. So
He's not on Mars.
He's not Mar. He's on the shadow. The shadow's there. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So I am going to try to hit him.
Got it.
And the first one is a 27.
That hits.
That will do. That's 14 force plus 6 thunder.
Nice.
Second one is a 16. The third one is a 17.
Ooh, both miss.
And the last one is a 23.
That hits.
All right. That one does 13 force. And yeah. Where is he at? Like on the map? Which one is he?
On the stairs.
Dude with the
Oh,
horns.
he's on the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll that's interesting. I'll is he around anyone other than the shadow?
No.
Okay, then I'll keep that. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Got it.
I'm quiet all of a sudden.
It's his turn. Okay. All right.
Does he need to make checks to make concentration on the domination?
Dominate. Yeah. So, oh, that's right. Those. Yeah, that's.
Those 2 hits.
A lot of damage.
And a lot from.
Yeah, from Marlboro.
A
Let
lot.
me do the checks really good. Good, really good. Yep, pass. Pass. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he's good.
Why?
Cool.
Why we gotta-
That's a serious con, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, his con's really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just hope for a natural one.
Pretty much was what it was
Yeah.
going to take.
Oh no! I love that.
For that, because it's half that damage, and while it was a lot of
Yeah.
damage, it was a lot of little ones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not little ones, but it's like 15s and 16 CCs. So, yeah. So, okay. In that case, what I'm going to do is cast a spell. Answers. Okay.
Nope.
All right. So they are going to create a 15-foot radius sphere of darkness around themselves.
I will cast counterspell.
Okay. So typically, I said he was casting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Okay, you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Then we went with that.
I think I just missed it. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Cool. So it is complete darkness around him at the moment, and then he's going to run straight at Shiny.
Shiny went hit and hit.
Oh, that's right. He hit. So he's going to. That's right. I got missed
I got you, Shiny.
the figure there. Mars is there. So
Mars is charmed.
I know. I'm just looking at what he's going to do. All right. In that case,
I
he's
know, but I like to screw up your plan.
he's going straight for Hope.
Okay, if he moves
Got it.
away 5 feet from the echo gets an attack of opportunity.
Cannot see him.
Hmm.
I'm sure the echo needs to.
I can, however,
Darkness.
just so you know.
So can Mars.
Okay.
But Mars is best buddies with him.
Because it's in darkness. Unless the adult's echo has true sight.
No, it just says that if anybody moves 5 feet away,
Yeah, so to me it gets the
and then
opportunity.
get anything.
Yeah.
Is there a way to give the echo true sight? 'Cause I'm
If Marlboro had true sight. All right, so then he's going to, and can Hope see him or no?
No.
Okay.
Well, you said it was what? Let me get the darkness here.
The darkness moves with him.
Oh.
Well, he cast it on himself,
Okay.
on something that he's carrying.
Yeah,
Did not realize.
carries the darkness where he goes.
Solid move.
How big's the darkness? Around
15-foot radius.
15-foot radius. Okay.
Okay, so with advantage, striking Hope. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's my AC.
Okay. All right, you feel the sword for
Uh,
16 force.
And he takes 10 cold damage
Okay, and 12
because of armored
acid.
maggots.
Okay, that will be 5 code because he's resistant.
Okay, so how much damage altogether?
16 and 12.
16
So,
and
28.
12. 28. Okay.
All right, and he'll. No, okay, he only has one attack because he casts a spell instead. And then Nylumia.
What would we give to fly so far? What would we slay to be together? What would we do to wish this forever? Where would we soar? Where would we play? If we could just return to the Fae. Just you and me. Soon you'll see. We'll be back in our Fae world.
I love it.
Wow.
Writing every Disney musical
I
in
love
this
it.
combat.
Wow.
Hope, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, it's fine. As my action, I'm going to use Aurelia's Tears and cast Sunlight right here.
The
Nice.
darkness goes away and dispelled.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Boo, bitch. And then my bonus action, I'm going to cast a Shield of Faith on myself.
Oh, you have the feet, right?
Yes.
All right.
Well, sunlight is from Aurelia's Tears.
Oh, from Maria's Tears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
And
Good.
Shield of Faith is on myself, so I have
Yep.
+2 to my. Yeah, and I just look at him and say, "Boo, bitch." That's all I say. That's it.
Perfect. Okay. Does sunlight require concentration?
checking.
I don't know. It's from the. It doesn't say I need to concentrate when it's on Aurelius tier, so I don't know.
Well, any spell you'd at least have to do concentration.
Is it sunlight or sunburst?
It's sunlight.
Huh. That's probably a Grim Hollow thing. Hang on.
No, it's a cleric spell. I'll look. Hold on, give me a second. It's a cleric spell.
It's sunlight or daylight?
No, it's sunlight.
I see sunburst, dawn, and sunbeam.
Yeah.
No, it says sunlight on there, so.
Well,
I don't think a cleric spell.
Yeah, it's probably daylight. At the end, it says if any spells are overlaps the area of darkness, they're level lower. The spell that created the darkness is dispelled. That's daylight.
The darkness is definitely dispelled.
It is not concentration. We're okay.
Yeah, sunlight as an action, causing it to shed a. Yeah, and it's a 30-foot radius, dim light for an additional 15 feet.
Huh.
Oh, is it just okay? So it just produces sunlight.
The light is sunlight and lasts for an hour. Once this property has been used, it cannot be used again until the next dawn. Yeah, it's just sunlight.
Okay, so you're not casting a spell; you are activating an ability on the thing. That was what I got confused on.
Yeah.
Now we're all on the same page. Perfect. Absolutely, you're good to go. Anything else?
Did shield. What did I do on myself?
Yeah,
Shield of
Faith
Faith on myself, and I did sunlight. That was my action and bonus action. Have to wait for Mars until the next turn.
Got it.
I'm fine with that.
All right, end of your turn. Well, that's really interesting.
Ooh, wait. Darkness is concentration.
Darkness is gone because of the.
I know,
Yeah,
but
can't
he
you
cast a
concentrate
concentration
on
spell
that in Charms?
and
Yeah.
domination.
He's got the thing.
Oh, he's got the thing.
It's not the
Yeah.
thing.
He's got a
Yeah,
thing.
if we have it, so do they.
Gotcha.
Yep. Hey,
It's almost like Matt provides you guys characters that would be hard to tell based on what you have.
Yeah.
Okay, so very good. He's going to try to dispel the sunlight.
Now I will counterspell if I can.
Yes, 100%. You can attempt to do that. Actually, it's not even an attempt because it's only a 3rd level. Dispel magic is countered. Dolus, it's your turn.
Cool.
Yeah.
And just so I have it in my head, I don't see Mars. He's stealthed out of existence, basically.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, you're all up in Hope's face. I have to do something about that. So it's futile, but that's all I've got.
You got this.
Yep. As a bonus action, Dolus is going to pull out of nowhere a shadow blade and go up to this mother and whack him once. Because I got nothing else to do.
Do you want to flank?
Yes. Everything I do is at advantage anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wizard going melee.
Wizard going melee.
You got this.
I just gotta double check. What's the hit thing?
It's your spell attack.
Yay! Awesome. Spell attack.
Mars would be so proud if you didn't hate you right now. If you didn't want to kill you.
Hey, didn't get over here.
Oh my god.
credit, I
Please be
credit.
double.
Oh,
Wait,
it's true love.
No, we really need to confirm this because Ross's dice hate him.
That is true. My dice are absolutely bonkers. Especially it's these dice. I did it with these dice.
Oh, the news?
I did it with the no. With those.
Oh. Yeah.
Let me just
In
pour
the
out.
big tray. See? You
Shush. So that crits. That's what was it? 2d8 originally. So that's now 48.
48.
By the way, question for Shiny: is the emboldening bond still up?
Yeah.
Cool. Just asking for the table.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what you were doing.
22 points of psychic damage.
Okay, 22 points. How do you want to do this?
And just coming out of nowhere, he pulls something out of his brain, and it's like that weird modulating purple translucent blade, and he kind of just looks at this dude's forehead and kind of spins around and gets it in the temple, and it just poofs out the other end. His brains are splattered.
Absolutely. You see the black veins of the creeping death of Pretty kind of opening up, soften it as the blade slices through the two things, tearing this individual. And in a moment he looks, "You are despicable creatures," before he melts into a black boiling pool.
That would have been a better name than Rasgard.
The Despicables.
Ugh.
The despicable creatures.
With that,
League of Despicable Creatures.
Well, this sunlight is here for an hour.
Cool. That's what we're trying to get rid of.
Hey,
here.
where's Nylumia? Nylumia?
Sounds like the bond is still up.
La la la. la. Oh, what's going on? You guys done yet?
Yeah, now we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get up to the temple.
You want to meet us there?
Yeah, I'm kind of above it, but sure.
All right.
Mars. Just
Mars.
Hi.
I elbow reflexively.
No. No.
Shiny's still hiding. He doesn't know what's going on.
I assume I'm no longer dominated.
Shiny, you can come out now.
Shiny, I killed him. Oh, he doesn't believe me if I said it.
Well done,
You
Master.
hear through the bond. How do I know he's not making you say that?
Shiny, it's
Have
fine.
you ever seen
He's
anybody
good. Like,
control
he's
this
gone.
brain?
Yes.
Shiny, if you come out, I swear I won't kill you. I promise I won't kill you.
Oh,
Right
that
now.
sounded so convincing, Mars.
I'm tired.
All right.
Shiny
I-
steps out. I don't
Let's
think
go,
you
Shiny.
can kill me, Mars. And you don't have it in you.
What if
Look
I
at his
wanted
face.
to? What if I wanted to?
Okay. We need to go
Let's go.
upstairs.
Shiny, can I have the pearls, please?
He'll look inside. The pearls. Oh, they're all there.
yes.
Thank you. Let's go. Hope starts running.
Yeah, let's run. I'm not as familiar with the Lucid Bastions. I can't just teleport us there.
Master, would you like me to fly you there?
Yeah, why not?
So Pretty picks you up.
Hope looks at Dolan.
Okay, I
And
thought you meant like,
flies.
okay, that's not
Nope, that is
all I
not what he meant.
Okay.
I meet Hope's eyes and I'm like, hey, he's an idiot.
Well, I already knew that. Let's go.
You've seen it in action,
Yes.
even more so.
I think I've already told him before that he's an idiot, but it's fine. Let's go.
I'm telling him for like over 20 years.
Hey, we're running. Why are we having this much talking when we're running?
Telepathy.
Yeah.
Guys, we have the link is open. I hear all our conversations.
I'm
Oh, do
directing-
you?
I'm directing
Do you?
straight towards Hope. I'm the nexus point. I'm just directing straight.
Yeah. You're getting up there, and waiting up top is Nylumi and Karaketh. And you see them looking at each other's eyes.
I love birds. Love dragons.
Hello.
You hear Karaketh. There's a dragon here in Roshana
Oh no.
with
What's going on?
paralyzing breath and scales across his body. He's fallen for a fairy, oh so fair, but demons gather around them in the air. You got to kiss the girl.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Cool.
While they're singing, Hope is gonna sit down in the temple with one of these pearls and spend the 10 minutes it takes to attune to this in the temple.
Oh, spending 10 minutes, then you've got to sing. You got
Oh,
to
God.
break the curse, make the demons wary. With a roar and a flame, make them will just like a dragon.
for
You'll
death outside.
win the girl.
Sha-la-la-la-la.
I'm gonna look to everyone who's not trying to attune and inaugurates. This is gonna be out of nowhere. Does anyone want like pastries or something? Because I have a house that can just like pop up and we could have pastries while everything is happening. And
Is
just
right now a good time for this?
Everybody but Shiny can hear that?
everyone can hear that. I'm directing to everyone who's not attuning or having.
So everybody but me.
Because you're in a. I mean, could I set up the cottage chest in the middle of the temple and just have like?
Well, you're not in the temple
no.
right now. You were just
yeah.
getting out of on the outside.
Okay, so she's trying to get to the temple. I thought that's where we were, so I could attune to this.
You're getting there. We just had a
Okay.
little musical interlude. It's a musical.
I
It doesn't
love
make
it.
sense.
On the Muppet Show tonight.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
You run.
So much chaos.
All right, running up very quickly towards the temple, you see the scattered bodies both of the Aurora Watch and of puddles of demonic goo.
Funky fresh.
Pushing forth to the inner sanctum of the vestibule. You see the Bright Queen herself, Laylis Kryn, concentrating upon the Luxon. All around her, shadows dance, beheading and finishing off the last bits of a recent assault. As they do, the shadows turn towards you before they nod their head. And she releases the Luxon and takes in a large breath. You see silver blood from her eyes dripping like tears, but still flowing, grasping the pedestal with what she has, channeling so much energy to protect. Did you get that?
Yes.
Get started then.
All right. Hope will go to the center, pull out one of the pearls, sit down, close her eyes, and concentrate on this.
Okay. So with this, it can take an hour, or if people want to give any spell slots to aid in the attunation process, you can do that as well.
I'll give my last first level.
Higher level spell slots affect anything, or is a spell slot a spell slot?
Higher ones would do the time more.
Take a second from Dolus.
Okay.
I'll throw in a first and with my weird mind power. Could I like throw in some like of my psionic die to assist in that as well?
There's gonna be just spell slots here.
Okay. Well, then I'll throw in my last first level. That's all I have left.
Oh. And I can throw in some of my spell slots, right?
You can't because you're the one actively attuning.
Okay. Okay.
Shiny will approach Hope and the Bright Queen, and then he'll look down and realize that he stepped in some dead demon goo. And then he will give her a third level slot.
Okay. With those slots, 6 total, magic whirls around, and within an instant, hope you have the power of the pearl.
Oh, darkness. Let's go.
Yeah. There's a... And as you cast it, you see the walls of this place having hardened, now see the world around. And you see this burst of night scorching away the day, blocking the sun. Dershana once
Is-
more is
Is Layla here with us?
yes.
After that, I think Nailum is going to turn to her. Go, if you could bring me to the beacons. This staff has power to manipulate and help the beacons. If we can get them close, we might be able to help close more portals.
She gestures to the one beacon on the pedestal.
Is that it?
It's the only one that is here.
Okay. So then let's see what this is. I'm trying to look up. Okay, it's another part.
Shiny watches the
So yes, when you use the beacon of the Luxon, its power of reality increases. Is what the staff scene can do.
Mhm.
And now mixed with the other powers, I'm wondering if we could all group, like even Layla in this, maybe like even everybody in the whole temple, whoever's around, and try to like focus our energies to shut down the other portals.
Yeah. You touch. Do you have exhaustion?
I will take another one.
I'm saying, do you have it? Is my question.
Oh yes, I'm up to level
many?
2.
Okay. Pushing this forward. This can inflict 5 levels. From this process, as you feel it draining, there is a chance to resist them. In the moment, you're the only one who can do this. Do you proceed?
Yes.
Okay. Touching. You stand with Karakath holding your hand, having moved himself to drow form. The staff that you won from him. Together, the two of you place it upon the Luxon beacon. Now, any who wish to aid in this, actually, Layla, seeing what you're doing, will shout out, "We can join, but we all take the same risk. It can kill."
We can kill. Okay.
And without a
Can I
second
step up?
thought, she's stepping up and grabbing onto them. Mars grabs on. Who else is
grab
getting
on.
in on this?
I grab
Okay. Grab on. Put a hand over Hope's hand.
Shiny will too, but he was a bit distracted watching the night, but he'll eventually do it.
All right. Is Pretty? I didn't hear.
Pretty has no idea what's going on, so he's just watching.
Fair.
Okay. So I'll say, because I think we're doing this dramatic. What you at least be able to know is that grasping here, there's a chance to begin to make huge, nearly wish level changes to reality in an instant.
Okay.
but it is at the risk of your life.
Yeah, but Pretty doesn't care about his life, so he'll. I think if he saw Dolus reaching for it, he'll reach for it.
Okay. Then, is that everybody?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. You all grasp on. All right. Then, perfect. So each of you in this moment will get to declare something you want to do. This can be within a 15-mile radius. Here. And the way it'll work is it's a skill check, ultimately, because you can't cast spells while you're into this. This is your own exerting your own will upon reality. And a failure means 1 level of exhaustion for the entire group.
Oh shit.
And of course, since there's 7 of you, there's a chance for 7 levels. 6 kills you. Nailumia has 3.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inspirations.
Lower.
There's 1, 2. There's 2 lower DCs.
Okay. For chat, I will only accept 1 more lower DC for this if anyone gives it. I'm not going to accept any more than that. But
are we able to cast a spell and concentrate on it before we touch the thing?
this was a real instant thing.
Okay.
So, and I would say the powerful of this is really just your soul. This isn't your magic power at work here. So those are the rules of the challenge. And now we're going to get descriptive and have some fun with it. I just want to make sure that we're clear with the base rules.
Mm-hmm.
So this moves as the staff touches the Luxon. Both glow in silver light. Strands. 1 second. I'm so sorry. What?
So that another lower DC is added.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep.
That's the 3rd lower
Another
DC.
one.
I was being up like, what are you?
There
Okay, cool. Perfect. We're good. Thank you, Saya.
Little messenger.
Okay. Staff and Luxon glow in bright silver. You see strands of possibility extend in your vision. Every building and wall, and even the people, are but silvery outlines of possibility in them of themselves. You see the city covered in the night, the walls, the portals, all within the silver. See in each body there is a beat of a heart. It glows solid, distributing what just seems to be pure possibility to each body. You could even see about 13 miles away the forces of the Empire. 10,000 strong, surrounded by the same energy, with this ancient staff lost during the divergence. Who would like to go first?
You're muted, Ross.
Okay. In the 15 question to Matt, in the 15-mile radius that we're all experiencing here, sensing the 10,000 strong of the dwindling empire, how many forces of the Auror's Watch are out in this radius? Is it equal, lesser than?
Currently active, there are 5,000. There are 2,500 that are currently resting as the rotation of the forces have been moving.
I think this will be okay. So Dolus is going to reach out to any soldiers on the Auror's Watch that are listening, and kind of just use his the kind of magic he does to enchant minds and send messages into them, and has a message to them. He says, "This is the Rosgard. The sun is gone. Your darkness is here. Now is the last chance that this city has to win its freedom from these hells. We are stronger now. Our queen lives. She survives. She's here, wishing you all to fight your hardest, your bravest. Show the enemy, the empire, that you are not weak. You will fight to the last breath to save Rosanna." Try and persuade more people to fight.
Yeah, I gotcha. Go ahead and make your persuasion check. There are 9 inspirations in chat.
You're all lucky.
Okay, so this is, you are effectively trying to muster all these troops. You put the darkness in. So considering all of that, plus the lower...
Come on, man. We made it. That's a 15 on the die, plus 9.
There you go. All this happens in a moment, so we'll get to the effects after.
Yep.
Who's next?
Hope wants to try and give our troops I'm trying to use perception on this. And I want to help them be able to see weaknesses or spots to hit to quickly get rid of those they are fighting.
Okay. I understand your intention. Would you like to say a blessing in with through hope?
Yes. Yeah, give a blessing to get that spot that they didn't see before, but hey, there it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Go ahead and give me a perception.
Oh, that's really, really, really good. 36. I got a 19 on the die.
Who'd like to go next?
Oh, and I forgot to call it. I'm sorry. I was using a inspiration. I forgot to call it. I'm sorry.
In all the minds being touched by this probability, in my affinity for touching minds, could I would I potentially be able to single out Elias or Schreiber if they're within the radius? Because I just want to focus on them for this.
You can definitely pick out who's who. That's not even a check.
Actually, no. This is just going to be to Elias. I need Schreiber where he is, where he's going. I just want to how do I word this? Influence all the possibility around Elias to essentially negate any magic anymore coming from him. To like try to either like whether it's temporary, like completely like exhaust him until like 5 or 6 levels, or just like remove his connection from the weave.
This is Arcana.
I'm using an inspiration. That is a natural 20 for 23.
You can thank chat for those lower DCs. Because that was a rough one. Elias. Okay. Let's say all the. Well, I would say since it's an individual. Well, we'll get to it. Let's do the whole thing. Who's next?
So I can see out to where the Empire's legions are coming, right? Are they being led by their generals?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to send forth echoes to hover above the generals. And I'll take and make a motion with Polaris and swing and just slice right through.
Okay. Let me. So I gotta think I'm going to do this. Okay, I know.
Sorry.
So we're all good. We're all good. Attack roll, beating their effective AC for this would be 24.
Okay. All right. I'll use an inspiration. Natural 20 for a 35.
Oh.
I love it. Okay. Would like to go next?
Shiny will cast his consciousness over the whole area, but when he finally gets to the enemies on the other side, he wants to use that preternatural, almost childlike insight and innocence that just characterizes him and speak to sort of just the common foot soldier and combatant on the field. And he just wants to connect with them on like a soul level and expand his own consciousness to sort of envelop their own and tell them fear can paralyze us and lead us to dehumanize each other. Remember that the greatest enemy we have is not on the battlefield, but in ourselves. It's that fear and hatred that lives within us and can be harnessed by those who would seek to manipulate us. You need to confront that fear and that hate and choose unity, empathy, and love over all things. Because remember, we are more alike than we are different. There's a little piece of you inside of me. There's a little piece of me inside of every one of you. And with that, like, he also wants to sort of, like, if possible, like, I don't know, like, change their nature to just give them each, like, a little bit of Feywild or a little bit of Fey blood, so that they are literally in some way a part of him, a part of the Fey. These people who have been oppressing the Fey in their lands, they are now part Fey.
Okay. The check is going to be wisdom persuasion.
Okay. I will take an inspo.
So do you have do you have proficiency in persuasion?
Persuasion, yes, I do.
Okay, so you use your wisdom plus your proficiency mod for this.
Oh, okay.
So your charisma, that's higher, correct?
Yeah. My wisdom is
okay.
+5, so I don't
because
know
you're using your inner spiritual self, which is wisdom.
Yeah.
But you're persuading, so this goes.
So it'll be my persuasion plus an additional 3 because wisdom is 3 more than my charisma, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I want to give you here. You can do your advantage from chat. This is big. I got to set the DC at 30. With the lower DC, that makes it 27.
25. Oh. Do I still have emboldening bond?
How long does emboldening bond last?
10 minutes.
You used your abilities to make that attunement go instantly, so you would.
Yep. Yes.
You spent the spell slots to make this quicker.
Do it. Roll it.
Roll it. You have it.
You have it. You have it.
Roll it. You have it. Roll it.
What?
You have it. Roll it.
Roll what? Oh, the emboldening bond?
Emboldening bond, yeah.
We need a 2 out of a D4.
Oh,
Is it a
no. 1. Oh, that's rough, bruh. I was gonna be so excited, like Shiny just pay touched everybody.
That would have been
That would have been amazing.
It would have been cool, but
Oh
the
man.
dice smell just over.
Can you imagine?
bonkers.
I wanted that for you, but a level of exhaustion to everyone.
Josh, where does that leave you on exhaustion wise?
3.
We'll see.
3. Okay. Thanks.
Wait! I didn't add the +3 because of my wisdom.
Oh shit!
Oh! So what's that bring you to?
Oh shit!
That would have been 26, 27, 28, 29.
Oh!
Oh my god!
I'll take back that exhaustion, please.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Oh my god.
Everybody there is now Fey touched. I love it so much. I'm here for it.
Does that make everyone else in this room be touched?
You can't say the 1000th game didn't deliver drama. My god.
That's 5 of you. Got 2 more.
What you got, guys?
Yeah, I'd say.
Whoop, hang on, Matt.
Your
mic
mic went out.
So we just win D&D.
Nah, that's too easy.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask, Justice, you initiated this with Nailumia. Did you want Nailumia to go last?
Yeah, I was thinking so because I have something crazy. So
Okay, and I'm okay with that because I feel like since you initiated, that's a fair play. So that would go to Pretty.
You ever feel like you showed up to a highly advanced class in college on the last day, having forgotten to go to any of the prior lessons? That is my mindset right now. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm going to do something that's probably insane. So I didn't even know there was a war going on. So, all right. So you said this thing gives me some type of ability to reshape reality?
Mm-hmm. Possibility, yeah.
Possibility. What does that mean?
Reality. I think you've got. If I would just go with it. Go with what you want to do. We'll see.
Okay.
Because I can always go, hey, let's modify that a little bit. So just go for it.
Oh. And the worst part here is that Pretty has no idea what's going on in current events. He's been in a lamp for 1,000 years. As a character, do I get the sense of any sense of what we're doing? I'm assuming not. I'm assuming I just kind of
would because of this connection.
Okay. So what do I get? What specifically do I know?
Okay, so I would say you'd get the basic tenets here, which are that there are 3 currently open portals to other planes that are invading this one.
Okay.
That they have been opened by this enemy that is outside the gates or some miles away. And that this enemy is either waiting for weaknesses or to show themselves to be the heroes or whatever. That's why you've heard these other wishes. Yeah, I think those are probably that's kind of the major set. Is that chaos has been sown in the city through these dimensional portals so that this other force can either take over easily or be the heroes and subjugate.
Okay. So I'm going to repeat that back to you. You're saying that 3 portals are open, things are coming through. They may be good or bad, as far as I know. And
you'd get the portal things are here to kill.
They're here to kill. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Pretty, having served under various people over the years and heard hundreds of thousands of wishes, and most of which go badly, decides to go all in. Yeah, sure. Pretty decides, you know what? He's kind of 2 minds. He could try to win the affections of Dolus, or he could.
He's gonna get hurt.
What if Pretty had met Dolus before Hope?
Oh, he's gonna get so hurt.
We're all gonna take 6 levels of exhaustion.
What if Pretty was a beautiful tiefling woman who Dolus fell in love with? Oh gosh, the possibilities are endless. You know, I'm gonna roll it.
Motherfucker.
I love how this has nothing to do with the plot at all. This
nothing.
Chaos, Pretty, love it. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you.
So, Pretty decides, you know what? I am going to see if this works. What if? Oh God, I hate myself. What if Dolus and I had met long ago? Way back when. Back in the old days. And I, at the time, was indeed a beautiful tiefling woman at the time. And years have passed since our fling. And he searched endlessly in the back of his mind, always wondering if he could find me. And then found me in a lamp. Yes. Could this work?
Okay. DC 30 minus the 3 for 27. Persuasion.
I will use an inspiration.
Let chaos reign.
So I have to roll a 27 on this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, oh no. I did. That is a 19 plus 13. That is a 32? Is that right?
Aiden, we're gonna need more beer.
On it.
I mean, drink.
There you go.
No, drink.
Okay, that'll happen when the scene happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, man, I'm gonna throw this at you because Naomi has two options right now. One, she's thinking she might turn to Laylis and go, "You've risen from the Underdark. You took into the land. How would you like Roshana to take to the sky?" Or, my other option is to try to turn all gates into Fey gates to be permanent.
Ooh.
Interesting.
But I will ask the first question to Laylis.
I think the first one with Laylis here. I feel like Laylis is going to shoot. As wonderful as that be, I believe it would be the enemy of every nation if we were to rise to the sky.
Well, then I hope you won't like my friends. And she's going to try to turn the last three portals into permanent Fey portals. Like the one in Singorn that she saw Artie make, the gate.
Mm-hmm.
So she's seen it. And she wants to make three of them.
Okay. Yeah, because it being 3, that's going to be Arcana, and it would be the 30 minus the 3 for 27.
All right. This is a straight roll for Nalumia. Because I have disadvantage. I'm using an inspiration to get advantage, so it'll be straight. I'm using fortunes. It's not an action. I have one more. I have one roll. So what did I need?
27.
27. Would you allow me to use my reaction?
Mm-hmm. You can have a reaction.
Then I will use my reaction. I'm taking a 3rd level exhaustion as Nailumi pushes herself to the extra level to get a 28.
Okay. All right. Before we proceed, I want to officially check in with Ross that you're okay with what's the craziness that's about to happen.
I mean, I'm.
If not, that's okay because I feel like, but this is definitely a.
I will happily change it.
See, I don't know how to navigate things like that. So I mean, I love it. I think it's chaotic.
I will change it.
You can say no. Like
Yeah.
This is consent when we talk about romance plots.
Yeah.
It's consent. I'm very big on that. So
Yeah. I'm gonna have to change it.
No problem.
I mean, yeah.
So what Pretty will ask for knowing that these armies are coming in, he's going to ask that they see him as, I want to say, like, sort of like a leader, maybe royalty, maybe someone they could easily be influenced by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that the row would essentially be the same, and you got it. So you get your thing. Perfect. All right. With all of that in mind, and given where we are in the time, I'm frankly going to take. I'm going to inflict our. I'm going to do our break, so that I have a little bit of time to work on this. So we're
I
going to do
love
our.
how I love the slip of "I'm going to inflict the break upon you."
I cast break time.
You're all in
GM
timeout.
cast break. So we're taking a 15-minute break now, and we'll come back with the
That is awesome.
resolutions to
You
the
guys are
Insanity.
awesome.
Hang on. Where are you reading my stuff? I'm standing here. Oh my god, hang on. Hey, we can go to the Feywild now.
We can go home.
We can go home. We can.
Okie dokie. All right, just making sure we got everybody back here.
Back.
Qui.
I think I heard Michael and Hope.
Yes.
Yep. Then usually that profile means Jackie's back. So. Go. So. Your will made known to the beacon to the Luxon. You hear a tightening as if strands pulled to a breaking point, a snapping of threads. Silver webs hum with will invoked. Hope. You watch as golden threads burst forth from Pretty's heart to Dolus's, attempting to wrap and ensnare. As your eyes widen, a fire of moonlight and shadow burst forth. You look down. Somehow, in this moment of timelessness, your hands have grasped one another. The strands recoil at your combined love and burst out towards the approaching Jundalian army instead. Screams of terror erupt from the hills beyond as shadows massacre the leading forces of the army of King Dwendal. Even from this distance, heads are thrown into the sky 20 feet in streaks of blood. A tired man grasps a lantern pole to find it wither in his hand and falls, grabbing his heart as the blanket of magic he's known his whole life leaves him. He reaches out with his senses, his breath growing shallow, and finds no comfort or succor. The soldiers of the Aurora Watch grasp their weapons as fervor fills their hearts, their eyes grow sharp. Hope and Dolus, from your clasped hands, 2 strands of silver thread burst forth, multiplying out to every Aurora soldier. They are met with a quick thread from each one. The 3 form around, braiding and looping into a single cord. Forms and hearts. These soldiers are emboldened with love, passion, and vigilance. Back to the gathered forces of the Empire. We see the soldiers' eyes grow moist, crying, as they look upon not an enemy city beset, but now their very blood in danger. Knowing somewhere deep that it is their kin being destroyed. They rush forth now in a full forced run to protect their brethren and embrace the Grand Monarch Priteus. Theus returned from high cities from long ago to lead them once more. All of you concentrate on this reality, pushing it forth. The Roarwatch soldiers cutting through the forces of far realms, realms dark and deep and others unfathomable, as the forces go to retreat only to find their ways that they came in changed. In one now stands a large tree. Its center, a door encased in crystal of green and blue. The pause at this change affords the watch all the time they need to strike off the heads of these invaders. The fate is similar. The forces find the other two porters changed. One to it appears to be almost a tower. The door of a gleaming mithril infused with specks of icy blue. The third a 20 by 20 foot round pond with a reflective water that's nearly silver. Illumia, you recognize this. This, the pond where Karaketh proposed to you. As he grasps your hand. Watching the realities play out quickly, as if time has been sped up. Before the forces of Dwendal arrive, help clearing out the last of the intruders of other planes. And now, essentially leaderless, and everyone feeling this connection to another that none have had before. They all wait, not quite knowing what to do next. With that, and all of you now having the Fey touched feat, what would you like to do?
Oh shit!
Flavor wise, I feel like Mars felt what Shiny was doing, so if they were next to each other when we break out of this, Mars is holding Shiny's hand. out of just like subconsciousness.
Aw, he squeezes his hand. Shiny just looks around, still holding on to Mars' hand, just looks around the group and goes, "Wow, I think I need a cigarette."
What? That's the first thing you think of? Oof. Think having those visions of like the strands of golden light wrap around Hope and Dolus for a second, and then they'll spew out. And like their hands are kind of just grasping between them. Dolus is gonna kind of first, just like out of pure shock, is gonna hug Hope really hard and like kind of just do like those like spin moments, and then kiss her, and do that and hold that there for a couple seconds, and just saying like, "We did it. That was amazing. You did that."
We all did that. And she'll kiss him again just for the hell of it.
Amazing.
Now Mars, realizing that he's holding Shiny's hand, will linger for a second, wait for Dolus and Hope to have their moment, and then go hug his brother out of just pure exhaustion.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Marbro,
Yeah.
we did it. We saved the city.
Does that mean we can sleep now?
I need to go find a former wizard lying in the street, just so I can go.
Can anyone help Nylumia? She is expended. More than
wish I
most.
could. I
Yeah,
wish
sure.
I could.
And he will go over to Nylumia and put his hand on her shoulder and cast Greater Restoration on her. All right, how you feeling now?
A little better. Thank you. You know, I think we just made Roshana a little bit more fey.
Probably made the Empire a little more fey too.
Oh crap. We'll get to
There's
that.
a little, you know, there's a little bit of shiny in every single one of them.
Wait, did that also include us?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I'm actually back to being a little fairy.
Insane.
Everything just got brighter. I don't feel as...
Oh.
I don't know how to explain that, actually.
Happier.
I was happy before, now I'm just carefree.
Here's the real question. How do you feel about pastries?
About what?
Pastries.
Like bear claws? Strudel?
Yes. Yes.
Got it. You have... Please tell me you have them in your bag right now.
I love cheese danishes.
I have some very old cupcakes.
I have a whole cottage in my backpack that produces pastries.
Oh.
Yeah,
We also have a house.
we do have a house.
Can we put the house in the house?
Where's the queen?
She's right there.
Having this moment.
How does the queen look?
She's so exhausted, and she just looks at all of you and smiles. You are definitively heroes, all of you.
Hope will go over to Pretty and wrap her arm around his shoulder. Give him a hug. All of us.
No, not me. I'm just a vessel of the lamp.
You did a good
As
job.
people go, Proteus! We want Proteus! We want Proteus!
Whoa.
Oh no.
Don't
Pretty
do
is
that.
calling for you.
It's been a while since I was royalty. I almost missed.
Oh man.
You must go greet your people.
Oh, that can wait.
By the way, Pretty, welcome to the Rosgard. Properly, officially, now that we have time to say that. And
Now it's
it
time to
actually means
sleep.
something.
She goes, and well, and she still holds her size that a little injured. With everything taken care of, we can rest a bit. Please. There's much to do. We need to figure out what to do with. I'm pretty sure a bunch of traitors from the Empire. I need to talk with you, King Tess. She smiles a bit. It will be interesting.
My queen, kind of curious. We all had this moment where we had to decide the possibility. Did you get a chance to say anything?
Yes. Now, please find yourselves the rest you need. And I mentioned something was going to ask of you if you're ready to talk about it. Come back then. Once we have a time to get the city under control. I imagine it might be a month or two.
Yeah, I need like 9 days
Yeah.
before I can even lift anything.
I need rest.
Yeah.
Nylumia, will if I hit you again?
No,
Will that help?
I need 9 days.
No.
I just cannot lift anything for 9 days. Unless you got more potions like that frost giant strength that you could feed me 8 hours of the day.
Oh, and before I forget, during times like these, you might get a lot of junk mail from this league or something. Please don't answer it. We have everything under control. We get junk mail all the time from them.
What?
Okay.
You might get a lot of visitors from the Fae. If
I
there
will be
any vampires,
talking-
please let us know.
Oh.
Right, we'll
Yes.
be dealing with that, I'm sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, he might be coming
Maybe
looking
he'll
for
have a
you
harder
now.
time trying to find me now that there's a little bit of me in everybody.
Yeah, but there's also 3 doors here.
3 big gates, but
Yep.
everyone has a
Yeah.
little piece of shiny.
I assume if I already had fate touch,
Ladies.
does that mean I wasn't affected?
He's already Fey touched.
Yeah, I would say you were already Fey, so if you already had Fey blood, then you still have Fey blood.
Nice.
So
Well,
I need a good bottle of rum and bed.
I
Supply maybe to both of those.
What about our companions from below?
Oh, yeah.
The dear God?
Oh, Willis, you might want to take care of that and tell them we don't need them.
I don't think I had the energy to do that right
Oh,
now.
gosh.
wait,
fine.
what?
Nothing. And
We'll
then
work on
he
it.
does a quick sending. Hey, by the way, we solved the whole thing. Please tell me you haven't let the dwarves out. Dwargar.
Let the
Ooh,
dwarves
let
out.
the dwarves out.
They are currently at the door. You want me to slaughter the... I hate all of you.
Blame Dolus. Blame Dolus.
blame Dolus.
Blame Dolus.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm subconsciously going to say blame Dolus.
Now, legally, we'll do sending back. Dola said he will come do a month of community service for you.
No, he
And then she
won't.
looks-
Good. I
No,
expect
he
him.
won't. No, he won't.
Sending.
Yeah.
No, he won't.
All right. So hearing that, my queen, make that 2 months. We'll reconvene in 2 months, and we'll see what we can do.
Hope just punches Dolith in the shoulder.
3 months?
You want more? I mean,
I meant 2 months
know
before
what?
we talk to her.
oh, okay.
I'm not asking for more community service. I have things I want to do, but now I have to go help some dwarves.
I royally just messed someone's life up for the betterment of the world. I'm gonna go gloat for a second. If anyone, Mars will look to Shiny and then Dolus. Hey Dolus, do you want to see the evil wizard with no power anymore?
The wizard
Stuff, Dolus.
bed with my fiance. Evil wizard bed with my fiance.
Okay, but this wizard was a dick to your
Bed.
Sorry, man. I'm charmed. You know what? She's magic is compelling me to go to bed.
What kind of magic is that?
The married kind.
Just trying to bond with my brother. Okay. I'm gonna go gloat over a former wizard.
I helped you stop an
Who
assassin.
attacked all of us. I'm gonna walk out.
Shiny will follow after Mars because he thinks that Mars should not be going by himself. We don't know why he hasn't learned this yet, but also because Shiny thinks that there could be something to steal from this dead wizard.
He's not dead yet.
But he has no power.
He has no power.
And he has no armor.
This was Elias, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
He has no power and no armor.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Get all
power.
Just get all of his spell stuff off of him.
Oh yeah.
He don't need that no more.
No, definitely stealing all of his funky magical trinkets. And then I'm throwing him.
my gosh. Okay.
What do you think I need?
Back to the house.
Funky magical trinkets.
Go back to the house. Yeah, I'm gonna like if there are any bars that look okay, I'm going to go grab a bottle from.
Okay. So most you go back to the house. So real quick, excuse me, with Mars, we'll go ahead and you find Elias almost dragging himself through an alley, having grabbed some what seems to be just loose wood and such. You see him fiddling with what look like trinkets, not able to activate them. Really?
I'll just kind of step up and get in his path and just kind of like crouch down right in front of him.
Shiny will get on the opposite side, flank, trying to look imposing.
So, you've decided to betray after everything I invested in you.
The Empire did that first. And then I did say you were going to pay for attacking us. And for attacking Rosana. I think this is me going easy. I really could have messed you up. At least I'm leaving you alive.
I am a small fry and you know it. The sharks will come for you.
Yeah, let them come. I'd love to see them try to mess with us. We just foiled your whole plan, your higher ups' plans. you've no shred of a concept of who we really are. I'll start pulling the little trinkets off of him, pull a spell book away. You're not needing these anymore. We'll put them to good use. And then you're gonna hopefully definitely be a bit more cooperative. You have nowhere else to go.
I'll not betray my people like you.
Yeah, you stopped being my people when you turned on me for doing my job. I'm gonna just hold my hand over his head and just like mind sliver him into like just unconsciousness, but not make him go into death saves.
100%. Just goes down. Do you leave him there or do you take him with you?
I'll look to Shiny and just I'm weaker than weak. If you could help me just bring him to the prison on our way home.
What do you want me to do?
Help me carry him.
How about we just put him on the broom?
That's helping me carry him, yeah. Thank you.
Maybe he'll become a comedian now.
Oh, he has no sense of humor whatsoever. Wizards rarely do. Dolus is halfway an exception. And you did some funky. That was something.
Well, I just thought, people don't have to fight, and if they knew why they were really fighting, and if they could really see themselves in each other, they wouldn't fight. And then nobody had to die. Well, except for the whole bunch of people that Marlborough killed.
Yeah, they had to go. Like, yeah. Yeah. Let's get this guy to prison, or just drop him off there. I'll leave a note. I'm tired.
Okay. This guy has no more magic, so I guess he won't be doing any more hocus pocus because he's hocus brocus, right?
Yes, 100% Rocus. And I'll just kind of flick him on the nose. Just Elias, not Shiny. Like the unconscious wizard man.
Very cool.
When we look out, like as we travel back, I guess with the body, are there like Dwendalian people there who like do they look a little different, or like in what ways can Shiny tell if they've been Fey touched at all?
It's a bit different because not everyone's human, right? So depending on their origin, there's many elves whose ears have just grown longer. Some essentially, especially elves, will like kind of exhibit seasons of summer or winter or fall among them. When cold winds blow around a few, it's a little disorienting for them. For others, it's just a shaping of the eyes. Still, you see a few now kind of like leap and find that themselves float above the ground for a moment. So some are physical, others not as noticeable. Kind of just depends on the individual.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else? Yeah, with that, all of you are at your party and having some fun as you're trying to sleep and other stuff. So time moves forward. And obviously from the next pieces here, this is a downtime type situation. So just in general, what is, if anything, anyone wants to try to do?
The next day, my Lumia wakes up and goes, I am not going to be able to get out of bed, Caricat. I wish for a simulacrum. And a version of her appears. And she goes, okay, don't tell anybody between you and me that you're not the real me. And she throws the blankets over herself and then casts Magnificent Mansion and climbs into her mansion. And then she's Mia, the clone, comes out the doors. And Caricath, I think, will stay in her mansion with her for the next 9 days.
Amazing.
She comes out all stretched and everything. Morning, everybody.
How'd you do that?
How'd I do it?
Better.
Thanks.
You're making us muffins over there. How are you doing the two things at once?
What do you mean? There's only one of me.
Yeah, Dolus, there's no one there.
I'm late for my shift. And it just walks out.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Kisses you.
Bye, love you.
Dolus, I guess, now has to spend a month helping the people in the dungeon of penance to get all the dwarves back in there, or whatever Nylumia said I had to do. And I think when he's down there, if there's any like remnants of like, we fought an angel down there, and there was a bunch of fiends down there. I just want to know if there's anything left over from the fiends, like there's any like any more runes, any of the things that he can look at that they left behind to kind of understand fiends a little more. He wants to do a little bit of research when he has the time.
Okay. I think you can start getting that going.
Okay.
That's totally fine. And yeah, I'd say what ultimately comes out to this is what I'll tell you this. This group, they've kind of held up on the first to second level here of the prison. You need to give them something for them to go back. Like some type of, whether it's a promise or it's like their freedom was right there. And they're already in the point, they can't defeat everyone up top, but they don't want to give up their ground without getting something.
We did promise them consideration with the Bright Queen to come out, whether it had been clearing their names about them being falsely accused about their sons or about the Bright Queen's son, or something about planning to go to war against House Kryn.
Yeah.
Kryn. So as a promise, and as like with all honest and sincerity, he will bring that up during his meeting with the Bright Queen, which is like basically assured to happen at this point.
So you promised, you explain that you're going to have an audience and you will represent them.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll accept that.
Cool.
Barbara's going to spend time at the training grounds for the Echo Knights, and kind of familiarizing himself with that and kind of helping with anything, what's left of the group, getting them back into normal day-to-day trainings and organized in the sense of order to move forward with their calling.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think spending the time there makes perfect sense.
Now this is I know Dolus has to do his community service for a month. How long are we talking this downtime is going to be?
I was hoping for like 2 months.
Yeah, it's about 2 months or so, maybe
About
even.
2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope wants to spend her time in the temple in the Lucid Bastion, helping, learning more, trying to do research. She's what I'm trying to essentially get is a proficiency with religion for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
100% you're able to do that here.
Okay.
Take that time. And I'll say you get the proficiency with the religion with expertise in anything to do with the Luxon.
Anything to do with the Luxon. Awesome.
Mars is also going to spend time at the temple with his own personal connection to the Luxon. He wants to strengthen that and begin to learn about the faith as well, forge a connection there. While at the same time, potentially working with the Bright Queen or the Shadow Whisperer to start building some sort of a name for himself within the city as some sort of loose prominent figure, to more so than the Rosgard already are, as someone who will help out in the city. And hopefully work his way into the political aspect of the city, because that seems quasi interesting to him, about the dens and stuff.
Okay, perfect.
And once now Lumia's up and about, just throw a wrinkle in to check on the shipping and the coffee shops.
Oh, you could have asked me to do that. She would have, if you would have, because she has magic and everything. She would have gone, oh, of course I could do that. And then she would have sent up her spells. Hey, hi.
Oh, she can't regain spell slots.
Nope, she can't. But,
okay.
So.
Well, I would have done it after, because I would have spent my first part of it at the, with the Echo Knights. And so I figured you'd be up and about afterwards. And I would have not known any of the difference.
Okay, but yeah, I would definitely check in with our companies on the shipping routes and Nicodranus.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, I should probably check on my main man, Heston, and the Obsidian Tide.
Oh shit, the Obsidian Tide.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hope.
Yeah.
When is Lars coming back?
Let me find out. I'll cast Sending.
Oh.
What?
Okay, to Lars.
No, I will cast Sending first to Heston.
Okay.
Checking on progress. I didn't think this out before I started this. Hold on. Hold on. Checking on progress. Is everything... Did you make contact in... What's the name of the place?
Nicodranus?
Yes, Nicodranus.
We have just landed, docked actually. It is beset by many problems. But they seem to be recovering somewhat. A lot of work for monster hunters, it seems.
Are they almost back, Hope?
I am back. What's up?
No, are they almost back?
Nope, they just landed in Nicodranus. You do realize that travel by sea takes a while, right?
No, I've never done it.
Yes, you have.
Well,
We
not
did
that
on our way
far.
here.
Yeah, that far.
That far.
Well, I wasn't paying attention.
It's fine. It's fine. You were busy with Lars. Do you want me to send Do you want me to send Lars a message, or do you want to send Lars a message?
No, I can send him my own message. Thank you. We
Are
talk
you
all the
sure?
time.
You talk all the time. Okay.
So a few things. What you've gotten that you all do need to figure out is there will be a ceremony to confirm this, but you are awarded as a den to be officially recognized by the dynasty.
Holy shit. Okay.
The Den of Rasgard?
Den Rasgard, yeah.
Now, I know what din means, but tell the rest of the people out there what that means.
So a den here is essentially like a noble house. You can think of it in that way. They have positions at court and are responsible for people. They can accept people into their den, as well as those born are members of their den. And with that typically comes a land to watch over within the area of it itself, as well as various powers and structures. And this is the first essentially adventuring den to exist.
Ooh.
Is what your pronouncement will be. So things like from now on, any type of actually going out and where before a lot of things were just freelance contracts, those will all start to come under your den's control. Ultimately. And you can invoke fees this way and whatever you would like to do. And since it has not found its way into the dynasty, they kind of added on Den of Adventuring and Coffee.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Adventuring and caffeination.
Oh.
I love it.
Den roast.
League of Despicable Brewers. Or baristas.
I think over the 2 months, Shiny will do a couple of things. First, he will work on. There's like an arboretum or something inside the manor, right where we live. Like
Sure.
He will cast Word of Recall in the arboretum, even though he doesn't really have a deity. Like I guess, like it's the, in place of the deity, it's like the concept of like a small piece of the Feywild inside of the manor, so that way they can teleport there anytime they need to, no matter where they are, on the plains.
Absolutely.
And sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying, kind of confirming words that I understand what you're saying.
And he would also like probably go out and like find these new like Fey touched people and like just meet them and things like that, and also spend some time. Is one of the portals one of the ones that goes to where he, like the summer court?
You're trying to. Does one of the portals go to the summer court?
Yeah.
The courts themselves aren't established yet or reestablished. So the line itself still needs to be put forth. Which is one of the funny things, because I think that one of definitely some of this likely you're given some type of authority, or at least I'll say it this way, actually. Your words from your den are going to be taken and somewhat high authority about what to do with the portals. They're not ceding that over to you, but your opinions will matter a lot in court on what you want done. Because Brighton's going to listen to you, is the feeling you have here. But as far as should they go to, as far as where they go to, all three places still are overrun with shadow. They're not what you remember. So that will take some movement to go forward in.
Now, what three? Okay, so there's three portals. Where did each of them actually lead to?
I'm going to say that during break I could only do so much.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will get all of that information.
Okay.
So that I don't. So because I think it's going to be important for the rest of the campaign, and I want to do some good stuff with it.
That makes sense.
I think Shiny would spend time in front of each of the portals, sort of just inspecting it from this side and just spending time like sitting in front of it and just trying to see what he can see through it, and which is probably nothing, which is fine. But he would just sort of kind of like have a looking glass back home, type of thing, and reminiscing about that. He would also, to vent some of that frustration, he would probably find time cajole Mars into some more training and sparring. But also, Dolus, where do you keep your spell book?
On me at all times.
Fuck.
Shiny would absolutely try to sleight of hand Dolus's spellbook.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, I want to hop in on this real quick if you don't.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Just for RP stuff.
So I'm going to ask Dolus, because again, wizards can't do anything without their spellbooks.
Yeah.
So first off, Ross, are you okay with this going forward?
I'm about to be very busy, so
I will promise above table that you will not be powerless. But this is just all fun and games.
Okay.
Just above table though. Does Shiny approach Mars about this? Because Mars would question.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not till after it's done. Not till
Okay.
after.
Here's another question. Would Shiny wait until Dolus was not with Hope?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
With my
then go
high
ahead.
ass passive.
Yeah, give me that
Thank
sleight
you.
of hand versus Dolus's passive.
Oh, well, buddy, you can only roll so low and still get it.
28.
Yeah. I'm competing. You're competing against an 11 passive, bro.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he does something. He does something. And then he's just gonna pull up next to you, and be like, "Hey, Dolus. There's this really cool spell that I heard of." And he's gonna hold a piece of paper that I got from that guy's spell book, Elias. You want to copy it into yours?
You tell me we missed one? What?
Yeah,
Looking at
copy
the
it.
piece of paper.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have passed Elias' spell book over to Dolus.
We'll get to we'll get to that.
We'll get to that at some point. And like identified all the magic items that
And
go
then
off of them.
when Dolish tries to open his spell book, it is sovereign glued shut.
Shiny.
Bye, Dolus! And then, using the new Fate Touch feat that he will Misty Step away.
You son of a bitch! I needed that! How long does Sovereign Coup last?
Forever.
Forever.
Unless you have the Universal Solvent.
So then he'll appear next to Mars, and he will hand Mars Dolus's real spellbook, which is completely unharmed and completely intact. Be like, "Hey, Mars, can you hold this for me?" And then hand it to Mars, and then run away.
Okay.
Thumbing through.
I need to. Can I
That's a
roll
lot of weird
insight and
drawings.
like see how long it takes me to realize before I learn that this is a fake book? Like it's like an insight
Make an
roll. or
insight
something?
check. Yeah.
Okay. 13. I don't know. It's something I have on me all the time.
How long
But
would
I think
it
you're
take
against,
for Hope to realize that that's
you're
not the
going
right
against
spell book?
Nylumia's spell DC, though.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Then okay. I definitely don't.
So
You can go out.
technically, Shiny came up to Nylumia earlier and asked her to create a major image of Dolus's spellbook, which she would have done at a higher level, so it can't be dispelled. You'd have to roll an investigation check to beat my DC, and my DC is a 21 or 22, I think.
Investigation. All right. Well, I have the dice hasn't moved here, so I'll use that instead. Investigation. Yeah, it's a 17 from him, so still wouldn't know. It's gonna take me a while to realize that this is fake. Like, I swear to God.
Yeah. However you all want this to play out. It's your monkey.
Gods!
After that,
You just hear,
Nylumia's
just real quick, you'll just hear through the manor, disembodied. You okay, Dolus?
I am going to firebomb your entire fucking room if this won't get out.
Mars will just like casually walk past Dolus, like not like near him, just like other side of the room, reading Dolus's spellbook, and just like stop, turn it, and like Centerfold just like,
Yeah.
whoa,
That's definitely gonna
that's
be
a
for.
spell.
That's foresight.
That it's still going. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Actually, no. That's astral projection. That requires all that is a list of components and all the things I need to put into there, and all the accesses that and basically allowing the spell for your body to travel through the astral and into the many planes and reconstitute itself at the end of each thing. So there's a lot of magic that happens with that spell. So
And as he's saying that as Mars is looking at it and he's trying to open this other book.
yeah, so there's a lot of things that happen with the
Cool. Mars walks away with the spellbook.
Wait, what just happened?
And
Mars?
eventually-
Hope,
I feel like
Hope walks into the room. Dolus, why does Mars have your spell book?
I don't know. And he holds up the book. I don't know.
A disembodied giggle goes throughout the entire manor.
Mars casts Mind Sliver on Dolus, not to do damage, but just to get the other effect that it does.
I'm being accosted by nobody respects me in this goddamn house.
And
I
then I'll
respect
just
you.
I'll just leave Dolus' spellbook on his pillow in his room.
God, I have work to do. I can't be pulling this shit on my. Oh, it's there.
There's a prestidigitated like heart on the on the cover of it. It's there for an hour.
Oh yeah, Dolus, when are you supposed to get that ring?
I wanted to get to that because I wanted to like do my whole month volunteer work, and then like when it's the last day and you're expecting me to come home, I take a little bit longer, but I come back with some things. I come back with 2 bottles of rum. And you probably have found your favorite bottle of rum, having living here for a couple of weeks. So I remembered that, gotten us 2 bottles, got us a place to go out, and when we were walking home, and it's always going to be always night out. On the way, he would have gone on one knee and taken the ring out from his component pouch and proposed.
Oh, that's sweet.
And it's got the colors of the obsidian tie, the ruby and the obsidian jewels flanking that one ruby on the end, and just like silver band holding it.
Did we put a deposit for that, or did we pay the whole thing up front?
You only put a deposit on it.
How much was it?
You put 2,500 down. It was $5,000.
Huh. Well, we've definitely been making money with that adventuring thing, right? Or is that no? We didn't. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Given what you have done, it wouldn't be a big thing for them to. Yeah, we'll figure out the gold later because we're just not doing that quite now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll deduct that from later. For the
Gotcha.
That works. She would have smiled. Little tear running down her eye, down her cheek. Of course. You're my favorite idiot.
You're only idiot.
Yeah. And allowed him to put the ring on her finger, and she would actually dip him and kiss him.
Definitely would have let that happen too. Oh, okay. Hey.
Now let's go celebrate some more. Drags him to the room.
That's why the 2 bottles of rum are next to me.
Does it have the enchantment in it?
Did I put an
The ship
enchantment on it?
enchantment. When you looked in Ruby, it had a
100%. It has it doing a kind of just a clockwork spin around, and in the center would have been like the crescent for Sahenian.
Aw, that's really cool.
Marbo.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go find our new real estate for our next place. I talked to Caracas while we were in our mansion. This is after a week. I've convinced him to become our next barista at our next coffee shop location because he has to be good now and he can't go. I told him he can't go back to his life of evil. So let's go find our new location.
Dark's Dragon's coffee. Okay. Yes.
The Silver Dragon brew. Silver Dragon cappuccino.
Pretty, do you want to come along?
Doing?
Yeah. I'd like to know what Pretty's up to.
Yeah.
Has to be something, man. Oh,
Pretty would have probably. Is this like a city or is this a town? What kind of place are we in?
This is the capital city of the dynasty.
Oh, okay. So Pretty would have probably left the group pretty early after we got there just to kind of do some stuff. I think he would take his lamp because he's curious about something that's been going on since he woke up. And so in order to travel the city, he'll immediately just change his form. He'll become like an older looking elf man. And he'll kind of be walking around, and he's looking for people who are who don't look, how do I put this? People who look like they're by themselves. They aren't really around people. They're kind of just doing their own thing, not bothering anybody, just kind of going about their day to day.
Okay. Yeah, there's be some bugbears and goblins.
Okay. So he'll walk up to a god. No. We'll do a bugbear for this. He'll walk up to a bugbear, and he will kind of very stoically just kind of approach in this very tall, thin form of his with long graying hair, and he offers a weak smile and says, "Hello there."
Hello.
Might I inquire your name, friend?
Velmas.
Ah,
What's your name?
I am Gandalf the White. I've acquired an item in my travels. It has brought me great fortune. And I was curious if you would like to purchase this item from me.
I don't. I've got about 8 silver.
Ah. Perhaps not coin. How about words? All I ask is that you are responsible in your decisions. Is that something you can agree to?
Sure. Why not?
Fantastic. Are you aware of the deepest, most intricate magic in the world?
Are you going to say love?
Oh, no. Love is but a pipe dream, my friend. I'm talking about true power. The power to have anything. Have you ever seen an item like this? And he will remove from his coat this ornate-looking oil lamp.
I mean, I think I've heard of it. We never had one we saw see in the dark.
I see. Perhaps you're not ready for this type of magic then. But have you ever heard of the Jinn?
As you see, he starts to get very scared, and it's a little like, I mean, yeah, that's nasty stuff.
Indeed. Nasty. But what if I told you that such powers could be harnessed?
Harnessed.
Yes.
I guess.
Would you like to give it a try?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. He'll use his other inspo for this, because he had one from last week. That's a net 20 for a 33.
Awesome.
Sure. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Excellent. Now, this is but one rule only. You must count to 30 before summoning that which lies within. May I ask you, what is your deepest, darkest desires?
Oh, it's a bit strange, but he's kind of in here now. Don't really know about dark, but I always wanted to live in the firmaments.
Ah, interesting. Well, like I say, count to 30, and then summon the power for yourself.
Okay.
And so, while he's distracted with counting, Pretty would enter the lamp.
Okay. So you hear him count to 30. Go, I summon the power.
All right. So Pretty would appear outside of the lamp, this time taking on the form of, I guess, like a female bugbear.
Okay. Oh. How do you do?
You summoned?
I did.
Okay. Make a wish.
Oh, I did. Oh. Make a little confused. I wish to live in the firmaments.
No.
Oh, okay.
I did it. I did it. I said no. It works. Isn't that incredible? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to give her a big hug.
Okay. Congratulations on your self-empowerment.
Yes. Oh, this is wonderful news. I didn't even have to call you master. Oh, this
Are
is
you
wonderful.
okay?
I
the watch, the guard.
I have
Someone been hurting you?
never been better than I am right now. I am free. Do you know what that means?
I mean, yeah, everyone's free here. So, yeah.
Well, don't take it for granted.
No, I almost got taken away, so.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take that back. Take the lamp. Now, you best of luck on finding those fur bits or whatever it is you're looking for. Have a great day. And
Good
we'll
day.
turn invisible.
Very confused bugbear sits back down.
Pretty spends a lot of days doing that exact same thing with different people just to continue testing it to see if he's still bound to that same type of sorcery he used to be.
Very good. All right. Yeah, so I put the map. So a few of the things, like, so there's we could definitely keep going with a little of this. Big things you're gonna have to establish are your den, a few things you want to do. And I'm gonna say in general, just as a bigger guideline, this is gonna be a little more equivalent in scale to like a year of downtime. But for like our Balo-versiness, it's not going to be a year of downtime for a lot of those things, I think, because we play a little, we get a little timey-wimey with all that on purpose, but so that you all have this ability to take care of these things. Some of the big things here, Hope, you already have a title. Marlborough, you are given the title of Star Sentinel.
God, that sounds so badass.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
Star Sentinel.
Oh, okay, he likes it. The echo nods in approval.
Yeah.
Shiny, you are an honored guest because you have a claim to a throne and you've made that known to the queen already. So therefore you can't have a title within Kryn society. But you are considered high. In other words, people know about you, and you are still a member of the Den, technically. And yeah, that's the big stuff. Doge, you would be under the jurisdiction, technically, of Nylumia because she is the highest ranking person within the Den as far as the magic goes.
Fair. That's fair.
But again, you do have the Den, and you have a place at court still. So you do have Den leader, high Den member, and all those things. So
Awesome.
as far as unique titles, because she's still a junior archmage, because that is only done by demonstrating arcane prowess.
Perfect.
If I could interject, one of the things for Marlborough and Nylumia, we were discussing about the Durgar and and they would want. I guess we would want to be around the group and talk about the idea of advocating for them to be released and use them to. And Matt, if you could remind me how many of them were there?
There were population down there, I believe it was 23.
Okay. So we could use them to as security as in our coffee shops, or we could use them to help guard the portals, maybe as a part of our responsibilities, knowing that the portals aren't solely our responsibility, part of our action to protect the portals. And we would probably talk about that with the group to see what the feeling was, since we were a little indebted to them.
If Brett bring this up with the rest of the group, Dolus is 100% with this, advocating for them. We'll mention his promise to them that we would speak to the Bright Queen and try to help alleviate their sentence, advocate for them as best as we can. And feel like that's a great idea, whether it just be a part of the Den itself, or just like helping out guarding these portals, helping out with the Wizards of the Roast, all those things. If I feel like if the more we can sell them to be utilized for the city and for just current society, I feel like that we'd have a better odds at getting their freedom. Plus, they're super cool.
Oh, we still need to talk to the queen about her child.
Yep, that's a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The queen has a child?
Queen had a child, and it's a secret child.
Oh.
A lot of things went wrong with that child.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking, like, black sheep.
Yeah, I think that having this conversation would be best if we somewhat coincided it with the talk, with the question answer session that her and
Guana?
yeah, we're going to have with us as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, as your newly formed den, you essentially probably have one thing that you could make happen politically.
Mhm.
If you want to, you could absorb the Durgar into your den, as opposed to giving them, as opposed to reinstating them as a den.
Mm-hmm.
You could absorb them, and the only thing would be you would be officially responsible for anything they did.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair too.
But that is like the ask you get
Mm-hmm.
for
If we want to go that route, and I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's reasonable enough. But is everybody cool with that?
We made him that promise.
Yeah.
So we might have to follow through with it. Yeah. And plus, we do need workers for the coffee shop.
We do indeed.
Could hire them for guards for the house.
Oh, and that.
That's what I was thinking. Security, coffee, coffee house. It's just security in general.
Yeah.
Now that old man, he made some good food.
Yeah. Really
Oh, yeah, the stew?
Yeah.
Speaking of deals, two things. Shiny, I put this in the chat. Matt, I probably didn't see it, but Shiny would have also tried to convince all of the bakeries in Roshana to send them a baker's dozen of their finest pastries every day, for the rebuilding of Roshana effort. How it has anything to do with that, he will just talk around in circles until they agree to do it. So however many times of bakeries there are there, times 13, that's how many pastries he's trying to get delivered to the house every morning at dawn.
Man.
Okay, I'd say you get a good 10 bakeries, so that's 130 pastries.
Oh Jesus! Hey, that's enough to feed us and our Durgar friends in the morning.
Oh, that's just enough for me. What are you talking about?
What?
I love you, Shiny.
Pokes him in the stomach. How does that not go anywhere? It pokes his like thigh. I'm like, how does that not go straight to your thighs?
He'll boop her on the nose and say, "Fey magic." And then the other thing is, so he will also find Marlborough, and speaking of deals, Marlborough technically made that deal with that crazy lady who lost all her hair from hell. Marlborough, why don't we try to, I know this spell, and I could try to see if we can get that mark off of you.
We're talking about the Zariel deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting, but I would have to ask Nylumia what she thought, because I really trust her opinion on this, and I don't want to mess something up.
Send a message.
And so
Nylumia,
we'll go.
come here for
Yeah.
for a surgical consult, please.
What's up? What are you guys trying to do?
I want to try to get this mark off of Marlborough from the crazy bat lady.
With your healing magic?
Yeah, a remove curse.
I don't know if it is a curse. He made a deal. You could try it, but she's pretty high up there.
Would Hope know anything about removing a mark that a person had made with a devil with a remove curse?
Yeah, I would say, especially with Hope, If that could be done, the tieflings wouldn't be tieflings. Your people bear the mark
Yeah.
of these lineages. It is. You also would know this is with an archduke of an entire plane of Avernus. It's deeper than that. This is something that is.
This is soul deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even something like if he died and was resurrected, this would still be within him. The only way would be releasing from either Zaria herself, or if somebody somehow, took her deal, like if she sold her deal to another.
Hope would
like a
Shiny.
mortgage.
Hope wouldn't say that. She would be thinking it, but she would say, "I have my own insights on that, Shiny. If you want to know them, but I want you to do what you think is best."
I think Joey's frozen.
Oh no. I think he is too.
Yeah.
One thing while we wait, I did want to go. Oh, Pretty's back. There we go.
No.
There he is.
There you go.
The internet's terrible.
I get it.
Let's say
Did
that
you hear
again.
what I said? Okay. Hope would not tell you outright, but she would say, "I have my own insights on this deal that he made with Zariel. I want you to be informed, but I want you to want that information."
You can tell me. I don't.
Okay.
It's a secret.
No, it's not. Those who are marked like this isn't a curse. Okay. It's not a curse. This goes deeper than that. It's a soul binding contract. There's only one person that can get rid of this deal, and that's Zariel.
Think of it like the contracts we make.
The reason why tieflings exist, the reason why I exist, is because someone, somewhere down my line, made a deal like this.
Well, there's always, in my experience, there's always a fine print or a.
I
There's
mean, you could
always
try
a
and
letter to the law.
you could try and talk her into giving you his contract, or selling his contract to you.
Rubbing the mark of the pit fiend that was put on him and Mars, Dolus is gonna absently rub it and just be like, "Does that apply if you destroyed the devil you made a deal with? Does it also go away if you do it like that?" I'm not saying we should go out and kill Zariel. That's not gonna. Can't do that.
You guys still did now with the deal that was made. Did that null Dolus and Mars's contract with the pit fiend? I don't remember if that actually happened.
So. That's only if we
No.
wanted to go through with it.
Yeah, that was only if the whole group went through.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I do do some more research on that end of things, but I'll wait until a little later.
Yeah. would I know if killing the creature, killing the fiend that they have, that the contract is made with, do I know if that would null it, void the contract?
If you're able to defeat, the creature, it would have to be done within their home plane.
Yep. I thought about this, and that's what Dulles is going to try and do for the rest of his downtime, if he can, is do some research. Specifically, we have a brand of this pit fiend, so I feel like if with some time and research, Dulles would try and go into what's this place here? It's the Marble Tomes or something like. I think there's some other place in Rosanna.
I think it's the Marble Tomes Conservatory.
Right. With Nylumia's like assistance and or I guess consent, that he has to officially answer under her. Find some time to like go through books, see if he can track down a name of the pit fiend, and enough, and I guess scroll to do things like magic circle to contain it if we need to, and call upon it, because I know there's a bunch of some spells that do that too.
Yeah, well, I don't think I ever got their name, so I wouldn't say the libraries necessarily would have like the list of names.
Marlboro will tell Shiny that he appreciates him working, but he can, working to try to figure it out. But he's perfectly okay with carrying that burden.
Okay. So I'd say anything taking care of that, trying to do that is probably more of a quest line that we're doing. One thing I do want to know is are you doing anything with those soldiers?
I was a little confused about who the soldiers were.
They are Drundalian soldiers.
Okay.
Yeah, soldiers of the enemy.
With a little bit of Fae.
Yeah.
Ex-Dwendalian soldiers.
Now Protean soldiers.
All right.
Use them.
Yeah. I mean, sure. I'll go meet them.
They go to Grand Monarch, the monarch of old of the flying cities. Proteus. You've come from Arcanum.
Yes. Yes, indeed, I have. So, tell me, what news harkens from further west of the great shores of wherever we are?
That's so on brand, too.
They kind of look. No one knows what's west.
No one's ever been west.
What's west of Westeros?
Nothing's outside of Pleasantville.
Yeah.
So, how many soldiers are there here?
10,000.
What? Yes. Well, of course.
Shiny's got his own kingdom, or not Shiny. Pretty's got his own kingdom.
Pretty has his own whole occupying army.
I think it's time that I met royal suitors, don't you?
Yes! Smoke in the background. Get up!
I go, what are we supposed to do? Are we here? What are we to? Do you want to take Wendell? What do we?
Well, I've been thinking about it, but honestly, I need to get a better read of the people here. I mean, we're strangers in a strange land, and we should embrace our tourist nature by enjoying ourselves a little bit. Now, obviously, we're not here to declare war. That would be insane. But I do think we should think to formulate a royal alliance. Now, I hear tell that there might be secret royal children running about.
Oh no!
From where?
I don't know.
God damn you, Dolus.
But if it's true, that means that there are eligible bachelors, bachelorettes.
So we search for any royalty among the city.
Just for information. After all, we should vet them, make sure they're up to Praetorian standards.
Praetorian. Are we the Praetorians now?
Are we? Where are we from? Remind me. I know where we're from. What do you think we're from?
We're from the Trindalian Empire.
That's right. And don't you forget it.
Oh man, this is great.
So are we to become enemies by allying with the Kryn?
No.
You just said we were going to be friends with these people. They're the Kryn.
Oh, they're the Kryn. Oh, the Kryn, the bad guys.
So, Critty, to give you a heads up, you made yourself the leader of the bad guys that were invading the city, and now they can't go back to their city across because they would be enemies.
Yeah.
And,
I see.
yeah.
I feel like it's still on brand because Pretty is smack dab in a brand new world and has no idea how things work.
Been
So
here
I think this
for
is
like a week.
par for the course, you know?
It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
now part of our world.
I think Pretty needs a crash course in history.
I think what would really benefit us is to get, be friendly. We're not going to fire the first shots. We're more of the sit back, enjoy ourselves. And you know what? I'm going to try to smooth things over with the current, person in charge who I know. Who do you think it is?
I mean, King Dwindle the 23rd.
That's the one. And don't you forget it. So, King Dindles.
Dwindle, yes.
Dwindle
Yes.
the third. Not the fourth. The third. I will meet this King Dwindle the third and smooth things over for us. Find us a good alliance.
So we'd be going back to the Empire.
No, not necessarily. We haven't quite figured out where we're going to put Praetoria yet.
Let's see.
Don't worry.
So we
We're
will
going
make
to
a
lay
whole
low.
new kingdom.
A whole new world.
Yes.
Don't you dare close your eyes. Nalumia,
Yes.
help please.
What? Darius? Do you need counsel?
Yes, very much. Counsel me, please. Matters of state.
Is there a size limit on the dens allowed in Roshana, Matt?
I would say, politically speaking, that'd be a bit much to suddenly. There's a lot of hatred.
People?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be. Yeah, I would say that would not. That'd be rough.
You know, Praetorius, I do actually, if they can hang out here for a little while, my grandson has to go back to the Feywild and we have to take it back from the Shadowfell. A good army would be very helpful in that.
Fantastic. We will join our houses. Game of Thrones, if you will.
There's so many of these things coming into this game. We got a fucking Disney and Game of Thrones, guys. What is
Lord of the Rings.
Also, I'm going to
Giant
need
eye on top of the tower.
a list of every royal person you know of.
Well, there's the King Dendrol. There's
third.
the third. Yeah. And then there's Layla's Kryn. She's the Bright Queen.
Mhm.
I mean, the Feywild. There's a bunch of kings and queens. No one's really taken the throne that I know of yet. I used to be one, but my grandson's supposed to be the next one. So that's kind of up in the air. I think there's also a king and a queen in Uthadurn. They're like elves and dwarves that live together. And
Lady Vexalia.
The Dololos.
Lady Vexalia?
Oh,
The Dorolos.
Yeah, there is the Dorolos on Whitestone. They don't like us at the moment.
Would Hope be the ex-princess of the pirate kingdom thing?
I guess Hope is an
ex-princess.
ex-princess of a pirate
Kinda.
king.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, there's also a couple other far lands off. I know there's this place called Marquette. They have a nice port there. And then there's another place called Asilra I've never been to.
So a military alliance it is. We will take back this Fey realm.
Shit.
You should let them all know that, though, so that they can rest and.
Yes. Everyone, rest and be merry, and you can party for the time being. Except for you. You're getting information about royals and things.
Yes, sir.
This dude's name is definitely like Terrence or something.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Just some common folk.
Yeah.
His name is Little Digit.
Small digit.
LD, what's up, my man?
LD.
Gopher. It's Gopher.
Okay. We have
His
this
sword's name is
force,
Pen.
we have that.
Journey's gonna send Ascending to Lars too at some point.
Sure.
So how you doing?
You what?
What you wearing?
All right, yeah. Go ahead and do the Lars sending. That's fine.
Hey Lars, how you doing? We are apparently now our own den here, and are kind of important. Again, are you staying safe? Hope said you just got to Sorry, I got cut off. Hope said you just got to Nicodranus, and it's probably going to be even longer before you get here. But maybe we can teleport you. Sorry, that was again. Maybe we can teleport you to make it faster.
It's good to hear from you, Shani. That wouldn't be good for the crew. I should maintain for the return trip. We have jobs here, but I look forward when we make port again.
Okay. I look forward to when you make port again, too. See you soon.
Okay, so the Obsidian Tide is now is part of the den as well.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So then is technically our warship piloted by Nima, the rear guard. Yeah.
We do have a couple other. Yeah, we have a couple other ships.
Yeah, the Handsome Devil is still docked in the secret place beneath Rosanna. But if the whole pretty now runs a kingdom thing is happening, Mars will, like, if he's able to, like, worm his way into, like, learning and, like, working, like, the bureaucratic side of everything in Rosanna, even, like, with the Den, he'll try to, like, make some official shit. Like, yeah, they're, like, maybe just give Pretty, like, some sort of, like, diplomatic status. Try to work towards that.
Yeah. What I would say is they would be interested in potentially having there's parts of Jorhas as far as a settlement, especially given this nature where now Fey blood, there are like blood relations with these people. And again, the thing with Roshana is the other thing with the 15,000 is that they are bustling as it is, and they're always trying to take over the Ghostlands, and so, like, they just don't have the ability to put all these people somewhere. So, I mean, maybe 3 days, and the rations the people have, then they got to move out. Yeah. City cannot expand that quickly. So there would be, if there's a place in Jorhas, they would be willing to, like, officially make that as at least, like, an allied force, and for now give them, like, some it wouldn't be ownership, it would be stewardship over an area of Jorhas.
Were those the soldiers?
Would be you and your soldiers.
Okay. All right.
What about Stratfell?
Oh, that's a bit far.
We actually also, don't we know some shit's going down there? It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, Strathfell is also out of the dynasty. It's on the Blight Shore.
Need to pull up a map of this continent. Or this
yeah, so, like, maybe somewhere in between, like, Asarius and, like, yeah, that's something. Because I also forget where the Deadlands are. Like,
I know it goes to Asarius, and Jagao is on the border of it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Too, so
I think. Oh, I'm remembering now. It's, like, kind of going along the Emerald Loop.
Correct.
Yeah. So maybe, I guess I'm working with city planning, to, like, or, like, dynasty city planning or something. Maybe to start setting them up. If we can't have them, like, working, like, getting more land for Rosanna into the Ghostlands, maybe start sending attachments, like, somewhere into, like, the Vermalock Wildwood or somewhere around there.
Yeah, I would say you could choose to attempt to go into the Vermalock, or the Barbfears are pretty uninhabitable.
Yeah.
So I would probably say the Vermalock Wildwood.
Yeah, I'd say somewhere, like, near the Deep River Mine, because you already got a mine over there. You could just keep building off, make that, like, a big mining settlement.
So it's up to Pretty.
Yeah. Before these people leave, while everything's getting situated, and they're figuring out where we're figuring out where they're going to go and everything, Hope wants to go around to all of them, or as many as she can, to find out if any of them have lovers or wives, significant others, stuff like that.
About 80% have families back in the Empire.
Okay. Well, as she will get all the information that she can, names, ages, stuff like that, and she would spend a lot of her time when she's not in the temple and praying to the Moonweaver that their families are safe, and if they want to try and come and make their way to their husbands or wives, to keep them safe on the road ahead of them.
That's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so I'm so things I'm putting down here, because these are things that I believe are more at least adventures, if not arcs. We've got the exodus of these people to safety, the wedding of Dolus and Hope. Potentially, if that's a duel, I don't know if Naomi is reaffirming her vows or something. That's up to all that. The den construction itself, exactly. That might even just be a few hours or whatever. But just, I'll say this: is anybody super passionate about kind of doing some work and submitting it to the group on like the den stuff?
Oh yeah,
I've had like personal ideas like for long game stuff for Mars, like along doing den stuff. So I already have ideas for stuff that I could write down and like share with the group.
Is that cool with everybody?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Oh, and Shiny can have all these bakeries cater the weddings.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we gotta.
Whoa. That's a lot of shipping to do.
Yeah, we might have to reconsider the destination.
No, it's in the contract.
Well, we still gotta go get her father.
We do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
also
So under the wedding is picking up the father of the bride.
Yeah. Quite possibly getting the mother of the groom.
Yep, that too.
Yeah.
And their sister, apparently.
And our sister.
Well, the Obsidian Tide could like ship them could give them a ride back.
That's true.
Maybe Taggin.
Yeah. Do we need our tagging? Do we? No, we don't need our
Are we
tagging.
doing the wedding before or after taking back the Feywild?
Ooh.
So in my, and it's okay. So generally, in what I'm looking at this is before we would go like Feywild, or before we would go the child of the queen. We'd want to get the den figured out. We'd want to manage the exodus of probably 25,000 citizens from the Empire.
Whoa.
And get the wedding completed. And anything else we need to do with the Wizards of the Roast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also need to put down the pit fiend deal somewhere in there too. That's got to be taken care of.
Is that pre the queen, or is that?
That could probably be. Huh. Aiden, what do you think?
I'm leaving that in your hands, Ross. I got den stuff. I'm
Okay.
handling the den stuff. If we want to do the 15, that's up to you.
I'm about to think about it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm basically going like in this, because these all seems like a little downtime things. Because construction of den. If you kind of think of the theme, like this exodus, because you do have to kind of complete that to help these people, and then the wedding. Like without those checks, it's hard
we
to
include
move on.
checking Caracas layer, because that money that he has from his hoard could help the people starting a new settlement.
And he might have the flower. Oh, we had to wait. There was the whole flower thing, and people were approaching the flower.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and that, yeah.
Karakath's Horde. Okay. So, Karakath's Horde, Exodus, Wedding, and Den construction before Queen's Child.
Yeah.
We want to do the Queen's Child before Feywild?
That depends on how fast we need to get Shiny on the throne.
Well, so what I'd say, Feywild is like one of those campaign ending arcs.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Right, because it kind of is. We've reclaimed the Fey. We have Shiny in place. Like it's hard to go much more from there.
Yeah, that's true.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's
I was
also
thinking, like, there'd be a place to put people if we had another kingdom to put people, but no, it makes sense. What you're
So if you'd like to do, we could do establish a foothold or establish a initial presence
in the
before the
Feywild. That
Queen's
makes
child.
sense.
Do you want to do that?
I think that's a good idea.
What do you think, Joey?
Oh no, I leave it to the group. I was just thinking logistically. I mean, narratively, I think it makes sense either way. So
Everybody else?
Yeah, I'll defer to how Joey would like to do. It's kind of a culmination of some stuff.
I think the Feywild finishing up the Feywild is definitely something that would be like campaign ending thing. I think
yeah, let's just
getting
keep
a
it that way.
foothold. I think getting a foothold in there first would help out a lot with that ending. But that's
Definitely when we have the gates now in front of us. Like, I think we should definitely use one of those gates to get a foothold.
Okay. All right, cool. So we'll say Feywild foothold. I'll put that down. Yeah, like I said, I just realized we just opened up a lot of stuff, and I wanted to
Yeah.
just get it so we had some type of organization to our thoughts. Okay, so Feywild foothold, I like that. And then anything else before Queen? Were we saying something? Okay, so Feywild foothold, Karaketh's horde, Exodus, wedding, and den construction.
Yeah.
Actually, let me just make sure I put down anything with Wizards of the Rose too.
You gotta get your Marlboro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all in there. Yeah.
Marlboros,
Gotta get-
yeah.
Those gotta get put out on shelves quickly.
Yeah.
Also, yeah,
Yeah,
let's add. Now that I'm thinking about it more, let's add the Pit Fiend deal in the before Queen's child stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We have Feywild foothold, Karaketh's horde, then Wizards of the Roast / Empire Exodus / something else. Oh, Den, right? Den business, and then it was Arch or Fiendish deal. Then Bright Queen child. Then Reclaim the Feywild.
Yes.
Oh, and the wedding. We forgot the wedding.
Yeah.
Yes. You gotta do the wedding somehow.
This is what I have, and so as opposed to going like Queen's child, then whatever, I'm just going before Queen's child.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
and then we'll figure that. But yeah, I'm sure. It just says so. We just have from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it makes more sense in my brain.
I think since.
Because I also view a lot of these as, if not all of them, well, as like 2 to 3 sessions or less. Like they're not grand arcs.
Yeah.
They're
Right,
things like there'd be fun. There'd be these things. Queen's Child's a deal, right? That's a thing.
Yeah.
So
I like this.
Yeah.
all right. Anything else on that? Just want to double check.
Not that I can think of.
Yeah.
Did Dulles get some money?
Yes.
You're gonna figure it out by next session. Because we just birthed all this today.
Yeah. And also at some point,
Money's coming along. I know that for
like item wise that I took off of Elias, I've given Dolus the spell book. I've identified whether
There's a spell book?
Yeah.
I took a wizard's spell book.
It's in loot.
That's the
Oh,
thing, loot.
wait.
Love it.
Was I not supposed to glue that one shut?
So I gave Dolus that, and then whatever other items, if he had any, I'll have identified, and I'll reveal next time I speak. I'll figure it out.
Okay. So for me looking at this, it almost feels like the Exodus is maybe the more pressing one.
Right, because I feel like the Exodus kind of, if we're all getting everybody out of that side of the Empire and making our way, I don't know, it's like logistically, I don't know how we're getting them all out, because there's the only inhabitable part of the Empire right now is the upper Zemi field region. Everything else right there is Deadlands.
Right.
So it's going to take a lot of things to deal with for there.
Well, there's also a lot of rebuilding going on in the Menagerie Coast, where strong backs could be utilized to help along with that. So we don't have to necessarily move. At least my thought is we don't have to necessarily move everybody to one spot, unless Pretty wants to. But we could break them up if we needed to.
Well,
for
that's
logistics.
What I'm saying, if we had a foothold in the Feywild, they could be a homesteading force in the Feywild.
Yeah, an expeditionary force. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question: how many other pirate friends would Hope have?
So as it is, Hope has not joined the new Reverie.
Uh-huh.
So they're not necessarily
Yeah.
right. So I would say that is something, if she is willing to come under that, then she would probably have some resources.
Oh. Oh, that we betray her father. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That's something you have to think about.
You got to think about that, because otherwise you're not really a rogue, because now you're under another government, but officially. So potentially, if you wanted to, we could do something. If you wanted to try to reach out, there might be some. In fact, you would know there's probably a few others who maybe didn't swear to the new Plank King, who maybe would take in some protection under the Crim flag.
Okay.
And you could offer a few.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if we could, if she still had some alliances with them, that would be one way of getting some of the people out of the Dwendalian Empire.
Yeah, big thing with Dwendalian Empire is it's landlocked.
Yeah, but if they were able to get to the coast, they would be able to move them from that area to the. Might be able to move them from that area to the Kryn Dynasty.
Geographically, there's really, other than the coast, I don't know what other ports there are in the Empire.
Yeah. So basically, you either.
We know how to create portals now, right? Using.
Which technically gates are an option for that. That's gonna, again, a combination of the two wizards in the group needing those spells.
Yeah.
But hang on, what's in the? We have the Ludenist journal. Does he have that spell in his pages?
Yes, he does. But besides needing the spell money to learn the spell, we also need a diamond worth at least 5,000 gold pieces for that spell. It doesn't consume it. We just need that.
We
component.
have those.
We have a couple, yeah.
Okay.
We have five of them.
Right.
Yeah, actually,
we have 5 of them.
We would need the money to learn it and spend it. And
Yeah.
Gate conjures a portal linking to an unoccupied space, but it's on a different plane of existence.
Right, the Feywild.
Yeah, if we could get it on the Feywild, the people in the Dwendalian Empire could get to the
And plus,
Feywild.
there are a bunch of there were people, there were Fey who were being oppressed in the Empire even before this group got changed. So there's even more
Then
people who
we would want to take our foothold in the Feywild, get the people established there, and then go to the Empire to rescue the ones that are left.
That
Right.
So foothold in the Feywild seems to be the first thing.
a priority then would be that. Yeah.
Because then me and Dolus could use a gate to get the people from the Empire into the Feywild.
Okay. So yeah, that might be the next thing we do then. I think
Sick.
that sounds about right. and because it's all recurring, like it's not going to be too much like, as far as like, oh, you waited too long or something. I just wanted to get this because I was like, one thing from other campaigns, trying not to like keep moving forward with a huge checklist. There's some stuff that we can kind of go, but especially at this level, it's like let's take care of these things and that are occurring during this time period. Which I love where Hope's mind went to these people's families.
Yeah, well, that's also a big part of the Moonweaver is lovers.
Yes.
So,
we also what you did there. What I was like, oh, I know exactly where Hope's going with the Moonweaver.
Yeah, yeah,
hell yeah,
yeah. Also, get pretty caught up on the happenings inside the Feywild, because when was the last time Pretty has been to the Feywild?
Guess you'll have to ask.
Changelings are Fey.
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
Okay. Cool.
Is there a way for Shiny magically, maybe he'll have to ask Dolus or Nylumia to broadcast like to all of the Fae in the Empire to let them know that, there will be a safe space open for them and to get to XYZ place?
Spell-wise? I mean, let me check something.
Above table, you do have somebody, you do know somebody that can contact people through dreams.
Yeah. You might reach out to her anyway. So we are getting close, but I want to, Jackie, I know you were trying, I want to hear from you. I heard you trying to say something.
I'd asked a question earlier about meeting the royals or to kind of help establish that. I wasn't sure if that was an avenue.
From the Dwendalian Empire?
Wherever we are.
Oh, where we are. Okay.
Oh, the
okay.
Bright Queen?
Yeah. I mean, you can to establish what with the Bright Queen.
Like a political meeting. Yeah, sort of. I guess it would technically be political. It's a little weird, but
yeah. So right now, what we talked about is that they would allow you to have a place within you could establish your settlement in the Vermalock Wildwood if you wanted. But we can have the meeting, so I think we could definitely put that as part of that if you wanted to do that. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm not sure. I'll think about it.
Sure. Everybody use Discord, please. I'll say like you think, and when I say use Discord, not on Monday. Because it's too late. Ideally for the weekend. I mean, so from here throughout the week, just ideas you have, put stuff. We have these big heading. Just so obviously we'll start somewhere, but we'll start to chip away at this. And I'm actually pretty excited because I kind of like some of this building, some adventures that are going to build this out a little bit. So if everyone else is too, we'll talk about it. So as we log off, but anyone watching, we just got to a big thing, and of course rewards. I mean, heck, this party can collect taxes. Essentially, they got a den going on. They are a political force within our Roshana heroes.
We finally actually got something in the fucking Creditas.
Your Jorhas campaign finally. Yes. He did it.
Well, it took 1,000 episodes for you guys. Yeah.
Holy shit, you're right. We're about to finally have a Jorhas campaign.
Oh my goodness.
Ran away from Jorhas.
Session 1,000.
1,000. We made it.
Made it 10.
We did it.
And you could not script that any better.
Right? No, for all paid actors.
Goes everybody in the writer's room.
Hey, no attention to the bulletin board.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
my God.
Everybody watching, thank you so much. We'll be back next week. And like I said, from Near Balo, y'all are awesome. So glad and so excited that we get to do this over here on the other side of the screen. It's all because everyone watching and playing and all of that. So again, thank you. See you next week.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody.